All right, I wanted to make a video on which knives I would repurchase if I didn't have any of my knives, any of my cutting tools in my household. Anything from what I use in the garage to what I use in the kitchen and everything in between. If I had to repurchase everything, just knives, this doesn't go for, I guess, like axes and stuff like that or hatchets. Just for knives, if I had to repurchase, this also goes for multi-tools. This is what I would get. I would get the Fallkniven F1 here in COS or VG10G, but I would get the Fallkniven F1. I would get the Mora Companion in carbon, regular, not heavy duty. I have a video comparing these, and the reason is because whenever I'm using this, the extra thickness of the blade gets in the way, and I never feel as though when I'm using this, I need the thickness for robustness. So the thickness just gets in the way. I don't need it to be more durable. And this nice thin knife makes it much lighter and easier to handle, and makes the flat grind less apparent, and these shoulders get in the way less, especially so after multiple sharpenings. So I'd replace my collection with the Fallkniven F1, Mora Companion, Leatherman Wave, goes without being saying, excellent multi-tool. Leatherman Micra, Kershaw Leek for a one blade or just a pocket carry EDC or whatever it is. Kershaw Leek, I just love the entire package, the deployment, the liner lock, the smooth edges, the cost, the price, easy to still made in the US, low cost of replacement. And the grind, I'm not too fond of this secondary grind, but it's okay. What else would I get? I would get a Victorinox. I would surely rebuy this because this is what I remember using as a kid. I've lost the one I had as a kid, but I rebought it here. And so I buy this for nostalgia's sake, even though if I could only choose one of these two, it'd be the Leatherman Wave, but I like this. And then this one is the little Victorinox $10 blade. Even though I prefer the Leatherman Micra over it, I would get this as well. Then for the kitchen knives, I'd only buy a 6-inch chef's knives made by Winco or Acero. It's Acero made by Winco. It's a 6-inch chef's knife made with awesome German steel. Then I'd get a 3-inch paring knife. This one's made by Henckles. So it's made in Germany. This one's actually made in Germany. See, it's got the two guys. And I don't like for the paring knife, I don't like ones with extra. I just want it to be one blade sandwiched with a handle. I don't like any extra bolster made out of metal or anything like that. It gets in the way. I like this one. I don't mind the bolster, and I'd like that it doesn't have it on this end because a little adds to it. If it didn't have it, I probably wouldn't mind. But these Winco makes knives for industrial kitchens, but the steel is great. And then for garage, utility blade, a full metal body utility blade, safer, doesn't flex, not plastic, has very good distinct indents. And then an Exacto blade. This is a Stanley Exacto blade made in the US. So believe it or not, none of these blades are made in China. These are all high quality. This is the stuff that I've come to and I feel like is really good balance between price, cost, and performance. And you don't give much in the way of the quality of metal on the blades and the craftsmanship. And they're not expensive to replace. So this is, actually I think this one was made in China. So this is Stanley, but they used to be made in the US. But it's just a rough use utility blade. This one's a Stanley Exacto knife made in the US. This is a German Henckles, German JK Henckles or something like that, made in Germany. This blade's actually made in Germany. This is not made in Germany, but the steel is. The steel is German steel. I think I don't know where it's made, but the steel itself is fantastic. This is made in Switzerland. Victorinox, this is also made in Switzerland for $10 or $30. Fantastic. Ken Onion Kershaw Leek. Japanese company, KAI, but the knife itself is well designed. $50, made in the USA. The entire thing's made in the USA. Super awesome knife. So this Leatherman Micra, made in the USA. They have the new ones like the P4 and the Squirt and all that. I like the Micra the best. The reason is just because of how it's a no baloney design, and it's super lightweight and smaller. I actually still prefer the Micra over the other ones. Leatherman Wave, still made in the US. My opinion, the best multi-tool, depending on your uses, but for me, excellent. Mora, made in Sweden. Mora Companion in carbon steel, not heavy duty. $18, easy to replace. Fallkniven F1, made in Japan, but it's a design made in Sweden. Swedish Air Force pilot survival knife. Get it in VG10 or VG10G, I think it is, VG10 or COS as I have here. Made in Japan, but designed by the Swedish Air Force or Swedish military for 8 years. 8 years went into designing this knife. Prices, this is $100. This is $30 or 20, 30, $40. This is 10 or 20 bucks. This is $50. This is $180, $200. This is $16 or $20. This is $10. This is $30. A little bit expensive for a 3-inch paring knife. I don't know what the price is. Less than 10. This is 18. And this is maybe 5 to 10 bucks. That's it. Hope you liked the video.